he's very much, I think, stepped it up a little bit in terms of his presence and his role as a statesman since the passing of Elizabeth II. I think that certainly, to me, has been something, a very big positive, because in this world that we live with so many varying levels of statesmen around the world, this is a man that's been around for a very, very long time. He's in associations with people going back many, many years. And you do need leaders, and he is a leader, of that experience on the world stage at a time of such transition.
These are really good points, and I completely agree with you. And I go back to my point again. It is a shame that we have a son giving interviews about a security case that really kind of diminishes and takes away the attention from what the king is actually doing. That's the point.
Harry to think a little bit. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he's not as.
He's not the sharpest.
So I was waiting for you to say that, but but he may not be the sharpest. May not be the smartest, but he's smart enough to realise that at this moment in time, at this moment in our world, his father has a big role to play. And by doing what he's doing, he's undermining not only his country, not only his father as a father, but the king. Mm-hmm. Now, he always tells us he loves his country. He always tells us he loves the institution of monarchy, although it's critical of what it does. The reality is his father's doing a very important job at the moment, and that should be respected by somebody who, after all, has served 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan.
And doing it, and still getting treatment for cancer, and defying it, and just determined that however long he's going to be our king, he's going to make it leave a legacy that's worthy of him.
Yeah, because he is on the world stage at this moment in time. Everyone used to talk about Elizabeth and the second, and yes, she was around. But our king at this moment in time is the most experienced person on the world stage.
I agree.
He leads. He's not only the head of the Commonwealth, which is the third of the world, but he is somebody who I think. He's had conversations going back many, many years with many presidents. He's got great relationships with people in the Arab world. He's got great relationships with people across Europe. He's a very, very eloquent, well-educated man, and you need people like that.
And politicians around the world. He can pick up the phone to any one of them.
And I think that's something that we mustn't undervalue.
You've got to understand.
Yeah. And by being not politically controversial or doing anything kind of controversial, he has that authenticity where other world leaders can speak to him in confidence that it's not going to leak out, etc.
I think a conversation, say, with him and President Trump will have merit. And I think that Trump will listen, whereas he probably wouldn't necessarily to other politicians, because he seems to think he has the power there. But all I would say with him is he's somebody that I think, as you say, what's been the great achievements and highs and lows? Well, actually, I think he's totally risen to the role. Despite the cancer and despite everything that he's done, he's risen to the challenge of being a modern monarch in the 21st century. And actually, he's probably the best suited for that role, given the experience that he has.